Quick review how to graph y equals the sine of x by hand quickly. This is part of the Family of Functions series. You will need paper and straight edge, or you can download this PDF, print it, and use it. Press pause as needed anytime during this video. Graph y equals the sine of x, one period. Since you already have learned the shape of the sine curve or wave, we only need to plot the points of interest which come from the axes. And here are those axes. Remember that the sine is the second coordinate of the point. So at 0, the sine of 0 is 0, so we'll plot the origin. The sine of pi over 2 is 1, so pi over 2 comma 1. Sine of pi is 0, so over to the right pi, and then 0. Sine of 3 pi over 2 is negative 1, so right 3 pi over 2, down 1. And the sine of 2 pi is 0. Connect the points, concave down, then concave up. Press pause, resume when you're ready. Let's review the terminology. First of all, the maximum points. This one occurs at pi over 2 comma 1. The minimum occurs at 3 pi over 2 comma negative 1. And there are 3 points of inflection here, and those are the points where the curve changes concavity. The period of sine is 2 pi, from the first point of inflection to the third point of inflection. One full period, one full wave. Press pause, resume when you're ready. Let's graph y equals the sine of x 2 periods. We'll plot the points of interest. So the sine starts at a point of inflection, the origin. Sine ends a period at a point of inflection, which would be 2 pi later, so 2 pi comma 0. And halfway between those is another point of inflection at pi comma 0. Halfway between the first 2 points, first 2 inflection points that is a maximum point at pi over 2 comma 1. And halfway between the next 2 points of inflection is a minimum point at 3 pi over 2 negative 1. That's one period. From negative 2 pi comma 0, let's repeat what we just did. So point of inflection, then up to a maximum, point of inflection, down to a minimum, and then a point of inflection. Connect the points, concave down, concave up, and so on. Since the domain of the sine function is all real numbers, the graph of the sine keeps waving, so to speak. So let's look at the graph of y equals the sine of x from negative 4 pi to positive 4 pi. And please note that this is not drawn to scale. So we plot one period, starting at the origin, going to 2 pi comma 0. So it's one period of the sine function. We'll duplicate that one period from 2 pi to 4 pi. This time we're going to go in the negative direction from 0 back to negative 2 pi. And then finally, again, from negative 2 pi to negative 4 pi, because it just repeats the same curve, the same wave. Press pause as needed. This is the end of the video.